So in this video I'll be covering Karrigan's set play for a pick on Ebox. It's going to involve 3 people. You're going to have Rob smoking Ebox off of spawn, and then Karrigan's going to run up and nade it and get a flash in from Robs at the same time so that he can peek and go for the frag or even commit in there. So looking at Karrigan, he's going to be running up canals here. Careful of the bridge. It's smoked off though, all good. He's going to underhand this nade and then go for the peek. Now the one unfortunate thing is he takes about 20 damage when he does this, so I'll show a nade after that you can throw, which would clear the smoke, not as completely, but it doesn't take you any damage and you can peek in the mouth here. Now going to Robs' POV, he's going to be throwing all of the necessary util. Rain doesn't throw anything. I'm not going to include his POV because he can just he just runs up behind Karrigan ready to trade. But Robs is going to smoke Ebox. Then he's going to come burn a nade, not relevant to the strat, but something you can do. Then he's going to line up his flash and throw. Unfortunately, he does miss it a bit. Also notice how he spams right before Karrigan peeks. If there was anyone in front of in there, you know, he'd be able to hit them, or it's just a nice little detail that you don't really lose anything doing. But yeah, as you can see, his flash didn't fully go in there. It got stuck on the steps, but I'll cover that after. So for Util, we have in spawn 2, Robs is going to jump throw this smoke. He's going to aim in between these gap in the bricks there, as you can see. After that, he comes down the stairs, aiming below the grate, and then he's going to run and jump throw before he starts going down the stairs. Gonna land like so. Then he gets into this corner, starts out by aiming around here, and now with this flash, personally, I like to throw it once this square little window thing has left my vision. So something like that. Now the thing is though, you want to make sure that you practice this, as it's a very finicky flash, especially like as you can see, like I missed it there, Robs missed it in the demo. If you're 16:9, maybe like a release kind of, I think around the middle of this brick works, but again, it's a little bit finicky, needs practice. Now for the nade I was talking about, you know, like how Karrigan hits himself for 20, all that jazz. Going back to spawn 2, just going to throw the Ebox smoke again. You can have a teammate come mid and throw a nade like this, aiming to the smudge there, and then left click throw. And that's going to blast a good portion of the smoke. So if I'm in the smoke here, bam, I'm not taking any damage either. Now there's 2 problems with this. One is that all those bounces, it's very telegraphed, at least if the opponent is familiar with you. The other problem is as the entry, let's say you're coming up and a guy is swinging on you here, he's blind, whatever, he's spamming you and you go down. Unfortunately, if you have a teammate here who's trying to trade you, he's not going to see anything because the nade only like opens up this space here, which is good for the entry, but not as much for the trader if like the entry gets messed up. Now the other now in regards to team play, of course you have like 3 players going for that or setting that up, but let's say you're in a pug, you can, and you're just like in a duo or something like that, you can have you can assume the roles of Robs and Karrigan, like the demo. Alternatively, using that nade we just learned, throw the smoke, and then your friend here comes and throws this nade for you, and running up canal, you're going to just maybe like throw some like kind of flash in like that, and just take Ebox. Or, you know, just anything like to go in there. It's kind of like, a lot of the flashes are awkward, I think, self-flashing.